Hey everybody, it's Stephanie and Casima Books here, and it's been a long time since I've actually made a video that went up, and I'm sorry. My hair is, well, it needs help, and I haven't gone to the hairdresser yet, so whatever. We just work with what we got here. Anyhow, it's been a long time since I've made a video that actually made it to the internet, so yeah, here we are. If you hear grunting in the background, that's because I have a 2-month-old and she grunts for no reason. So, or 2-month-old. Did I say 2-year-old? I meant 2-month-old. Anyway, so I have my stack of books right here in front of me. My camera is a little high. Also, here's my Bigfoot shirt that I got for Christmas last year. My Bigfoot alien shirt. I don't believe in aliens, and I'm kind of only so-so on Bigfoot, but I love this shirt so much, so had to share that for me. Alright, let's do this now. I'm prepared. 5 minutes into this. Okay. So, I have my November TBR here. This is quite ambitious for any month, but specifically this month because I am planning on doing NaNoWriMo this year. I'm going to start with I have a couple e-arcs that I am going to be reading this month, or at least one of them. The other one will be kind of like a bonus. It doesn't come out till April? Is that when you come out? This book is Poison Priestess. Can't really see that very well, but Poison Priestess by Lana Popovic. Popovic. I hope I'm saying that right. I understand that you probably can't see much on this at all, but sorry, my arm itches. Anyhow, and this one just features a sorceress who gets into a rivalry with a magician, and they're both working for the is it royalty? Yes. So all those types of people, royalty, all that. I don't know why I was showing you that part of the screen. Oh, it was loading. So anyhow, that's all I have for you for that. It's just an e-arc, so I don't have a physical copy to show you. This is actually part of the Lady Slayers series. I didn't realize there was going to be more than one book to it. I read, what was it called? I can just check. This is the Goodreads app on my Kindle. So, duh. Blood Countess, that's the name of it. Earlier this year by the same author. And I didn't like everything about it, but I did. Camera cut me off there. I did enjoy it enough. I don't need to keep waving this in your face. I did enjoy Blood Countess enough that when I saw Poison Priestess, I was like, So, yeah. Very interested in that one. It sounds really good. I'm really hoping that I'll like it more than I did Blood Countess, but I did enjoy Blood Countess. So, the next one I have is also a e-arc. I'm not going to bother pulling it up because you can't really see anything anyway, and that is Warriors of Wind and Flame by Sarah B. Larson. That book came out actually on October 27th. I got approved for it like a few days before the book came out, so obviously that wasn't going to be read before the 27th, but I am wanting to read it during this first part of November. Hopefully this first week of November, but it might be into like the week after. But I'm really excited. I loved Sisters of Shadow and Light, and Warriors of Wind and Flame. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Anyhow, so those are the 2 e-copies or e-arcs that I have that I'm wanting to read this month. I'm wanting to read these 3 books this month. So Dracul is supposed to be a prequel to Dracula, and it actually features Bram Stoker as the main character in his own little experience with a vampire at the age of 21. So that will be this. I actually am already 142 pages into it. I read 2 pages at the doctor's office. And I'm really loving this one so far, and I love this cover. I've wanted to read this book since I found out it, well, since I relearned of its existence last year, and yeah, I saw. And then I want to read Dracula this month, of course. I've already read Dracula. This would be my 2nd time, so this would be a reread for my first reread of Dracula. And I read this for the first time about at least 10 years ago, probably more. And I absolutely loved this book. I know some people think it's slow. I didn't think it was. I really enjoyed it. I think it has a great start. I loved everything about this book. So it's one of my favorite books, let alone one of my favorite classics. And then I would also like to read Dracula the Undead by Dacre Stoker and Ian Holt. Dracul is by Dacre Stoker and J.D. Barker, in case you didn't see that. And then, so Dracula the Undead is supposed to be like a sequel to Dracula. So, an unofficial sequel, because none of these were actually written by Bram Stoker, just Dracula was. So, unofficial prequel, unofficial sequel. Alright. So that's, what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books so far. And then I have 5 others, because why not go for an even 10? There's a Tolkien readathon going on. I know it started back in September. I don't remember who the hosts, or if there's one or more hosts for it. But I do know that this month, that for the readathon, they are reading The Two Towers. Now, I loved the Lord of the Rings series. I've read all the books in it. But I've only reread The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring. I've never read The Two Towers again, and I have been wanting to reread it, and I actually was in the middle of a reread at one point and ended up putting it down. So since they're doing that, I figured I'd join everybody and read The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. And as you can see, my notes, because I really flipping love this series, and I just, reading it again, like, it just makes certain observations about how Tolkien portrays this battle between good and evil, and just how pure this portrayal really is of that battle, and I really love it. We have The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and I don't remember what this book is about at all, but I have been interested in it since I saw the hardcover design last year when it came out, and then I found the paperback at the store. I kind of wanted the hardcover more, but this one was cheaper. So instead of spending $30 on the book, I spent $17. So, and I do like this cover too, though. It's not a bad cover. But I think this is a book about books or something like that. And then I have Dragon Slayer, which was part of the books that I was really excited about last year that came out. And I mean, who doesn't love a good fantasy that has dragons in it? So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, and this cover's pretty cool. And plus, it's only like 300 pages, so I've been wanting to read a little fantasy that is new to me. Like, obviously, The Two Towers is fantasy, but I've already read it, so I did want to read a newer one this month. I actually kind of am in the mood to read like a chunkier fantasy, but I also want to get through like more books this month than that would allow, so I'm gonna sacrifice that for the time being. But I still want to read like a bunch of all of these books, so it's not that big a sacrifice. And then the last book I have here is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And this one I meant to read last month in October, but my husband wants to read it together. So, and he, is going to school. So, yeah. Oh, I said that was the last book. I lied. It's not. The last book on my list that I want to read is Lady Susan by Jane Austen. And that one is also pretty small. I don't have an individual copy of that one, but I have a collection of all Jane Austen's novels that's like this big, and it's sitting on the piano bench across from me. So I'm not gonna get up and go get it. The child's happy for now. But I think it's only like, it's less than 200 pages, so it's not very long. It's one of her shorter books. I think it might be her shortest book that she wrote, actually. And I actually did already start reading it, and I'm really enjoying it. I've read a couple of Jane Austen's other books. I read Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice, and I enjoyed both of those. That's it for November. For November's TBR, at least. And I'll try and do, I'm planning on trying to do a vlog for all 3 of the Dracula books. Or Dracula, and Dracula the Undead. We'll see how that goes, but yeah. I'm gonna go now.